Hi, Jewell.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just wondering, just what was your mindset through three quarters and kind of where the game was going for you and what may have changed in that fourth quarter there?
I think I was just focusing on defense. I felt like I got shots early. They didn't go in. And I just stayed patient. I think second half came around and my teammates kept encouraging me. They went to me. And I was able to just get to my spots. And that's kind of what playoffs are about. You got to adjust, and that's what we did. And we were able to get some defensive stops. And the crowd was amazing. I fed off that energy a lot. So, shots went in, and I just kept rolling, and they kept encouraging, and we got stops, and that's that.
Then also just in the final minute there, you guys were down one. You had a timeout, and coming out of that timeout, I want to say that you took a three. There was a rebound.
Big rebound, yeah.
And then you had a shot through. Just if you could take me through that to a sequence.
Yeah, no, that's a huge rebound from Tina. I probably could have took a better shot, but it happens. And right when we got the rebound, we were all saying, we wanted to have a dagger. I threw it right to Sue, thinking that she would shoot it. But she's smart, and she wasted more time, very smart player. And then we just executed the same play. It was the same exact play we had before. I just took a different look, a little bit more aggressive, and got to the paint, I believe, and felt a little bit more confident in that area.
Jewell, kind of curious, it's a team where you have an MVP who just won AP Player of the Year, but a lot of times you can bucket late in games. The ball is in your hands. What does that kind of say about the relationship that you and Stewart have and your ability to kind of play off each other?
We've been playing together. We've known each other for a long time. It's obviously, to me, it's an honor to be on the floor with her, to be serious about everything and know that she has the ball late game. I have all the confidence in the world in her and anyone on our team to take those shots, and same with, vice versa. Like I said, I think late game, everyone was encouraging everybody, be ready, step up, and we were able to do that. But she gives me confidence to take shots, and I instill confidence in her. So I appreciate our friendship and us being teammates. It's a privilege.
Yeah, so we talk about you and Elena Del Don just going back and forth in another epic battle, both you guys leading scorers for your team. Just talk about that.
Elena is really tough to guard, and I think all three of us, have talked about it after the game. Just she hit some really tough shots, and that's the goal, is to try and make things difficult, try and make her be more of a facilitator. But she rose to the occasion, and we know we see her again on Sunday, and just trying to be prepared. But it's playoffs. I think that anything that happened throughout the regular season, she was in games, out of games, things like that. Everyone is stepping up to be their best in these moments, because we know nothing is given to us. The opportunity we have right now is not going to be the opportunity we have tomorrow. And luckily we are in series now, but making sure that we take advantage of, what we can do in those 40 minutes on the court.
Looking at the future of the WNBA, I thought Shakira Austin for them, played really well. And then Ezzy came off the bench, gave you guys a huge lift. And so just kind of talk about those two young players.
Yeah. Shakira Austin, when you get to this point in the season, you're not a rookie anymore. She came in and she made hustle plays. She got some rebounds, which we will try to clean up. But she understands her spots. And if you can figure that out early in your career in the WNBA, it's definitely going to help you a lot. And, Ezzy came in and was just all over the place. Things that don't show up on the stat sheet or the box score. The way she was continuing to cut, move, rebound, play defense. That's what we need from her. And that's what we've seen from her this season. And she's just continuing to grow every game.
Gabby, you just kind of had your imprints all over every aspect of this game. Could you talk about the mindset you had going into this? And the second question is, do you ever think on those fast breakaways about just trying to go up and dunk one?
Yeah, I know these ones are telling me to. No, that's just kind of what I want to bring to this team, just reading the flow of the game. Okay, where do I need to be? Me being on cloud allowed me to get my hand on the ball a little bit more, get some more touches, get some more deflections. And yeah, I think I've grown really well into my role here. I've understood what they're asking me to do, what they want from me, and just trying to, like you said, just affect the game in as many ways as I possibly can.
Elena kind of said it as well tonight. She said, we didn't come out with the win, but you had to take a step back and think about how fun that game was. Can you guys just speak to, you did come out with the victory, but how fun is it to be in a game that pushes you to be better kind of every minute with such a tough battle with Washington?
Okay, it's for me. No, I mean, I think when we think about it, and we've talked about it before, and I've talked about it to some of you, us in DC have been, winning championships in the finals, competing for championships almost every single year since probably 2018. Their franchise is very professional in what they do, and obviously they understand their system really well. But we knew that this was going to be a battle. We knew that this series was going to be tough. That's why home court advantage was so important, and the fans really showed out tonight. And it's amazing to play here in Climate Pledge. I said it earlier, but we haven't been back here since 2018, and that's the thing that I remember most about those playoffs, was walking out and just the crowd erupting. I would hate to be on the other side of that.
Thanks.
And then Jewell, kind of just walk me through the final 2 minutes. You guys are down 1, and then just being able to shut them down and execute on offense.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, every time we had our little huddle, it was just get stops, rebound, get stops. We were able to do that, and on offense, because we were able to get stops, we were able to set up our offense and execute down the stretch. And I mean, that's playoff basketball. It's being able to execute on both ends of the floor in crunch time, and we were able to do that. But we definitely fed off the crowd, we fed off each other, and literally it's just defense stops, get stops.
Take a question from Christos. Jim Christos, go ahead.
Probably muted.
Hello, ladies. Congratulations on the win. Jewell, first of all, great t-shirt.
Oh, thank you.
I would like to ask you, for 35 minutes, your shot didn't fall in, but your teammates always pass the ball to you. In the last 5 minutes, what was the biggest change?
I guess they like me.
What
You
was
guys
the
like me.
mindset
Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to get to my spots. It definitely helps when your teammates and coaches are telling you, come get the ball and encouraging me. I know the spots on the floor I like, and I was able to get there, and great screens. Yeah, I mean they were going in. I felt good. Even in the first half, the shots I was taking, but I think getting to the free throw line early in the second half too allowed me kind of get a little rhythm. But yeah, I mean shots went in, and yeah.
Thank you very much. And for you, Stewie, wins like this, the way that you won tonight, what does it represent about Storm, about the basketball that you would like to play today?
Wins like tonight just showed that we're relentless. We know that basketball is a game of runs, and Washington had theirs, and it was a pretty late run, and we were able to kind of combat that and come back and make a run of our own, and just know that the roster that we have, we trust one another so much offensively and defensively to know that we're going to make big plays down the stretch.
Thank you very much.
And we'll wrap up with M. Adler. M, go ahead.
Hey, want to start off just asking Jewell, so before you came on, knowing you, of course, you said something basically like in previous years, you might not have been able to push through, the first 3 quarters, you had to have that sort of fourth quarter explosion. Just, have you felt personal growth in your game to be able to get to that point, to be able to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm 8 years in. If I haven't grown, then that's a problem.
Oh my God, you're so old.
I'm old, man. I'm a vet. Like, we're vets on this team, Yeah, for sure. That's the player I'm trying to grow into, the person I want to be. It's just growth. I want to evolve. And so, yeah, I mean, as a rookie, you get frustrated you're not making shots, right? Like, you get frustrated. You're used to things being smooth and things like that. But you've been in this league a while. You understand the flow of the game. You understand who you are, your teammates, time, score, all those things. So, yeah, I would hope that I've grown.
Of course. Stewart wanted to ask, Jewell obviously had 12 points in the fourth quarter, you had 12 in the third. Just what is it in your game to be able to, take over for a quarter, and then when your teammate, catches fire, just step back and be able to help on that?
I think, Jewell touched on it a little bit before, but just the trust that we have in one another. We both know that when we get into a good rhythm, feels like everything is going to go in. And having that confidence in the shots that we shoot, and just knowing that, whether I was the one making the shots or Jewell was the one making the shots or Gabby was the one making the shots, we're continuing to make plays for one another to make these things happen. And Jewell was clutch big time down the stretch. And she just continued to stick with it. I think that, it doesn't matter if shots don't go in. She has to continue to keep shooting them because eventually the tide is going to even out. And it did, and she's clutch.
MVP.
All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate your time. Get back here on Monday.